Rise and ground, folks. Welcome to part 2 of this heat pump repair. Technically, this is a replacement. Guys, we gave the customer a quote for the compressor. Once again, this is already a 410A heat pump and air handler. We gave the quote for the compressor, for the heat pump only, and for the heat pump and the condenser, and the heat pump and the air handler. And the customer wanted to just do the heat pump. I think she's selling the house soon, so at this point, she definitely doesn't want to take a chance with the compressor, but she wants to keep the air handler inside. So guys, what we're going to do right now is we're going to slap in a new heat pump, new pad, new risers, and we're going to put a filter dryer in downstairs. I don't think the system has one, either inside or outside. But guys, I am almost there now. Let's start the day off right, and let's rock out, guys. I'll see y'all when I get inside. All right, guys. We are getting busy. Electric is taken out. Lines are cut. I gotta clear some space. And let's get this out the way. I'll be back. All right, guys. We got the old unit out. And once again, this is a 2.5 ton R410A. And that's exactly what we have here. 2.5 ton R410A heat pump. I gotta go back and get my channel locks so I can put in the liquid line here, and they have a fixed orifice metering device out here. And guys, if I didn't mention this before, I'm pretty sure most of you guys do it, but whenever you guys do coil replacements and condenser replacements, of course you should know what you're taking out to make sure that what you put in is going to be smooth. But even before we physically bring this new heat pump over, I like prepping the unit. What prepping the unit means is crossing your T's and dotting your I's, meaning before you physically put this new heat pump, this new air handler, this new evap coil or condenser in place, you're checking all the connections, you're checking all the wire connections, make sure you have all your accessories. So once you put this new piece of equipment in place, you don't have to move it, everything's in place. The only thing you have to do, hopefully, is put your Schrader pins back in and connect your copper lines. This is very important. Otherwise, if you guys like setting equipment in place and then moving it 1,000 times, guys, that's going to take a bunch of time. But measure twice, cut once. We call it prepping. Just make sure you have everything you need, so once you bring it over there, it's already game time. So, but all right, guys, what I got to do is, and it has the gasket there. Cool. All right, guys, let me get my channel locks. Let me connect this. I got my pins out, and I got to bring my risers over there too. All right, guys, let's get busy. I'll be back. Okay, it is time for another golden nugget. If you're an install helper, or mid-level installer, or a lead installer, understand the path of least resistance. You guys hear this a lot, the path of least resistance with electricity. Same goes true for installs, guys. Real quick, I wanted to get this new unit set in place before I tell you. With the old unit, same size, 2.5 ton, was almost twice the size. But guys, I don't know which came first, the unit or the trees. I'm pretty sure the unit, the old train unit, was here first, and they built trees around it. But guys, look at this. Getting that train unit out through that side without hitting that propane line, you guys see that? That would have been a nightmare. So getting the old unit out, leaning it, and just bringing it out here, that was the most feasible option. Could we lift that up? Yes, but guys, once again, is it worth the squeeze and still having to go around? Probably not. So same idea with the new unit. Lift it over the wall, and there you go. But guys, install is all about planning. Of course, you need to know what you're doing as well, but always have a plan. Don't randomly just start lifting units over, and then as soon as you put the unit in place, you look to the left, and now you see an opening, and now you wasted almost 45 minutes bringing the unit all the way around the house when you could have just used the opening. Guys, I've been there and done that. Take your time and make sure you're picking the easiest route, meaning what's going to take you less time, and also you don't want to disturb the property, because I know what some of you guys would do. Hey, why not just cut the branch? Guys, to some customers it might not matter, but you're going to get that one customer, you might have to cut a branch or something, or cut a, not necessarily a tree, but temporarily move something, put the new system in place. And now, guys, right when you're doing the walkthrough, explaining everything, hey, what happened to the bush here? That bush was in my family for 200 years, guys. Been there and done that. But guys, I'm not insinuating you having to lift every condenser and heat pump, but this was the easiest route due to the setup. And like I said, guys, every install has its challenges, but make sure you guys are out there thinking twice and actually moving once. Just take your time and think about what you're doing. So there you have it. Now, what I'm gonna do is I gotta get a 3/4, 45, and a small piece of 3/4 pipe. But all right, guys, and shout out to Body Armor here, guys. We drink this stuff religiously on installs. It's this one, and I think it's the strawberry banana one. Banging. Get you like a 12-pack of this, freeze it, and guys, you can get to work. And also, don't forget your DeWalt radio. This is the trifecta, guys, of how I do what I do. Stay hydrated, keep what you got hydrated cool, and make sure you got some good tunes playing. But all right, guys, that's enough yapping in the trap. I'm gonna get what I need to start brazing and connecting the joints, and I'm gonna put a filter dryer. I thought I wouldn't have space to put the filter dryer out here. I got a 3/8 liquid line Biflow filter dryer. I'm gonna slap that out here as well, and let's get to it, guys. I'll see y'all when I get back. All right, guys. Zip. Needed a 3/4 45. I had one, but not flared on both sides, so I had to use a coupling either way because this wasn't going to be long enough to get me on the other side here. But one more joint ain't going to hurt, but I got to get more 3/4 45s. But yeah, and liquid line is pretty simple. I thought about putting this inside only due to the fact that I thought I wouldn't have enough space on the liquid line to put this out here, but sure enough, we got space. So I got my pins out. Now let's get my cool gel. Let's get everything we need. Let's braze this in. I'll be back. All right, guys. Now it's the time for my favorite part. It's time for me to check my joints. I just brazed it in, and I used my inspection mirror. Everything looks good, but now 5 seconds ago I just pressurized it up to 500, and I hit it with the soap bubbles. I hit all my joints. I'm gonna let this sit for like a half an hour. I'm gonna go downstairs. I gotta check and make sure I don't hear anything downstairs at the air handler, but the fact that my numbers are sitting pretty good now, that's a good sign. But guys, I'm still gonna wait a few minutes, but let me do that. And I gotta look for an outlet to plug in my vacuum pump. Now guys, I had one of these, like, I wanna say like maybe 6 years ago. There is something called a cheater cord where you can steal 120 volts from a disconnect. I had one of those, but I lost it. I mean, I know for you guys, they do commercial. You're not gonna have outlets on the roof. And sometimes on on residential properties, you guys are not gonna have outlets, especially if you're doing a bunch of installs. But I had one of those, but I lost it. And like I said, guys, I always got lucky, and I had at least a 50-foot extension cord, and I got lucky finding an outlet. But those cheater cords are great to have in a pinch. Otherwise, guys, I'm not even sure how you're gonna find an outlet, besides using that cheater cord if you're stuck in that scenario. But guys, let me do that. I'm gonna let this sit for a little bit and let me find an outlet. I'll be right back. All right, guys, ain't much to it. We just insulated the line. Right now I got the vacuum pump on while I'm doing the electric. And guys, I ended up keeping the old pad. The old pad was still plastic, but the customer do have a hose around the corner. I'm just gonna hose this pad down. It's gonna look brand new. So there's no point of replacing that pad. And this is mano a mano with these Train heat pumps. Blue is still common. Everything else is conventional, but the W1, W2 was black instead of white. So everything else lines up, mano a mano. And I got my wire nuts here. All right, guys, let's get busy. Let me wire this up. I'll be right back. All right, guys. I hit this pad with the hose. She was looking good. Got the new risers on, new filter dryer. Well, we got a filter dryer on. This unit didn't have a filter dryer on it before. I got a 20-degree split inside, and there you have it. New heat pump, old heat pump. This is like the second time I came out here. The first time last year, we put in a hard start kit and cap for the compressor, and then now the compressor tripped the breaker. So instead of dealing with that fiasco again, customer decided to just put in a new heat pump. We're good to go. I'm gonna run this for like 30 minutes, and I'm gonna test the heat on this as well. But all right, guys, there you have it. New heat pump. Now this customer is brand new. She still has the Duquesne straight AC cooling condenser we put on the other side of the house. That's in the crawl space. And now she has the heat pump here for the master bedroom and the other side of the house. So there you have it. Peace out. I gotta roll. I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.